Ladies and gentlemen, this is Del K. Brereton, and this is The Real Spiel, the After Dark edition. So Kyrie has apologized. We have seen the apology go throughout the world of social media. Apparently, this is the last of his penance, situation that will be could go down in effigy. We see that they brought this young man to a state of groveling, to a state of, I would say, just low esteem that we have yet to see in sports. And I'll say, on behalf of the Black community, we will never, ever forget it. Because what has taken place is the emasculation of one of our leaders. And so what I would like the communities at large to understand is that the Black community now is going to require its apologies. And it's going to cost a lot more. It's going to cost a lot more than what Kyrie has had to pay. We see that Kyrie, right on cue, in the form of the type of man he is. Shaquella Robinson, he gave $65,000 to her GoFundMe. He gave another amount of money to another young man. I'm not sure of his name yet. Maybe some of you did some research. I didn't get his name. But he's right in line with the type of philanthropist and the type of quality human being that he is. And he has the humility, incredible humility, to not just apologize once, but to apologize 3 times. Multiple apologies to a community that doesn't deserve his apology. And to the Jewish community at large, I want to let you know that what the Zionist agenda, the ADL, and other Jewish voices that essentially believe that the Black community at large deserves, or you deserve, an apology from them. I'm going to tell you that there's definitely a day of reckoning for that. To the Jewish community that has always been our friend, to the Jewish community that has been in partnership and in collaboration with the Black community, to the Jewish community who is actively fighting against Zionism and actively fighting against organizations like the ADL, I want to let you know that there is room for conversation with us, that we will sit down with you. But there is a regime that's calling itself Jewish that we will not tolerate any longer. This is a day of reckoning for everybody. Tomorrow, Kyrie gets back on the court, goes back to playing NBA basketball. But the sins of those that have forced this level of groveling from a grown man, we're going to make you pay for it. We're going to make you pay for it. Nike, you're going to pay for it. The NBA, you're going to pay for it. The Brooklyn Nets, you're going to pay for it. Joe Tsai, you're going to pay for it. Nick Friedel, you're going to pay for it. Zionist agendas, ADLs, Jonathan Greenblatt, you're all going to pay for it. And the day will come when you will say, this is the reckoning day. This is the day when the chickens have come home to roost. This is the day that Brereton said that we are going to pay for it. To Kyrie Irving and his family, our hearts go out to you. We're sorry that you had to suffer so much for us, but we thank you for awakening us to a moment such as this, to a time where people all around the world can scream and say, we are the people of the book. That we went from Hebrews to Negroes, but because of you, we went back from Negroes to Hebrews. We went back to our homeland. We went back to our understanding. We went back to our original mind, and we will never go to sleep again. Because they have done this to you, they have done it to us. And although you're going to go back and play basketball, young man, we're going to play a greater game that's ever been played. We're going to play the game of life, the game of reparations, the game that says you shall pay. Call it a threat if you want to, but I'm going to call it a promise. A promise that the black community finally will have the gravitas and the mindset to require payment for. This is Del K. Brereton. It's the real spiel after dark, and you've been told.